Hi guys, my name is Clara Shelomita Subianto, and I would like to share a review about a book called The Happiness Track. This book was created by Emma Sapala. She is the science director of Stanford's University Center for Compassion and Altruism Research and Education. She has been writing for lots of famous institutions such as Harvard Business Review and Forbes. Emma wrote a book called The Happiness Track: How to Apply the Science of Happiness to Accelerate Your Success. This book will be really helpful for those who wants to learn more about managing your happiness while also being success, and for those who wants to know more about self-knowledge. It is also useful for OB students to learn more about how different people behave in an organization and how you can handle it. According to the Organizational Behavior Unit, this book similarly related to the positive psychology. A positive psychology in this unit is described as how positive life experiences can assess by people in different situations. This is what the book talks about. There are lots of real case studies, such as how positive past experiences can make someone respected by lots of people, which is related to this topic that can change readers' perception. This book not discusses about how people can be happier, but majorly about how to achieve success with the science of happiness. It teaches the readers how their body works and how it can lead you to happiness. There are 6 main points that the author will majorly discuss about people's misperception toward how to reach success, which are: never stop accomplishing, you cannot have success without stress, persevere at all costs, focus on your niche, play to your strengths, and look out for number 1. I'm not going through all of those points and will discuss what I really amazed about. There are 3 lessons that I have learned from the book. Firstly, it opens up my mind that we have to be resilient. This book has taught me that happiness can actually make you more resilient in different situations. Instead of maximizing your energy until you feel drained, the author recommended to take your time and train your nervous system to relax. It can reduce your stress naturally and makes yourself developed. We just need to enjoy the flow and be calm. As the result, we are more resilient when facing the stress. The author called this method as rest and digest the situation. It helps us to maintain ourselves during the stressful period. This book gave a case study example from children. Children experience stress due to first day of school. They often do not want to be left by their parents and started to cry. However, after a few minutes, they can be calm and enjoy the day. It means that our body nature is already resilient. We are conveyed to go back to the normal condition easily. Therefore, everyone is resilient against stress. It is just the value of it was ignored. This has taught me a new thing, that I don't need to be overthinking and under pressure when facing stress, as it happens naturally. I just need to go with the flow and do what I can do and be positive that this will end soon. Secondly, one of the misconceptions about how to reach success that the author mentioned is called play to your strengths. The author discussed about there are people who only focus on their strengths and want to stay away from their weaknesses. This is actually has been a general knowledge that you only need to maximize your strength. They do not realize that it creates self-criticism. Self-criticism is when someone criticizes themselves to become motivated, where it is actually can be a negative action. They can feel unmotivated and make a huge failure or give up. Based on the research, it will make someone more depressed when they over self-criticize. They are limiting themselves rather than exploring new things. People tend to not believe themselves that they have the other opportunity to seek new talents and abilities. As a result, it makes them more anxious and less likely to grow. It is called sabotaging your own capability. If people do not try to discover new things, you will never know that you actually have the skills in that field. The book educated the reader that you shouldn't let yourself accept that you are limited to being good on that field that you are expert with. The example from this book is from Bill Gates. What if he does not continue to develop his program after his first company got bankrupt? There will be no Microsoft. In addition, Dr. Seuss, when he was told that he wasn't good enough to become an author and been rejected for 20 times, he went beyond his safe place and became a famous children's literature. Furthermore, I realized that I can be categorized as someone that always self-criticize and do not have the confidence to go outside the box. The solution for this is called self-compassion. It is a situation when you treat yourself as a friend when you are feeling apathetic. From this, I can learn that there is an opportunity behind a failure, and I can know that there is a chance for me to develop more outside my comfort zone and remind myself that everything is going to be okay. Consequently, I can be more emotionally intelligent. Lastly, compassion can improve someone's status and dependability. When you are being nice to others and help each other out, you can build a good relationship. People will know you as a kind person. They will trust you more even though maybe you are not that skilled enough among the others. Your boss in the future can promote you because you have a nice personality that probably others don't have. If you are a boss but you really care about your juniors and want to blend with them, they can be loyal to you. A research in this book said that people are more likely to choose companionship rather than large income. Next, there are two critics that I would like to emphasize. The first thing is the book is too scientific and there are lots of researches from other people. It makes people tired of reading the book. But for me, too much case studies and scientific are boring. Additionally, there are some topics that the author repeated all over again and makes the book not straight to the point and prolix. For the content, the book concentrated on how someone can be happy from themselves while actually, I believe that the role of someone's environment like family and friends can support as well. I think that the author needs to improve more by simplify the words and reduce the research as not all people do understand about the research itself. This book mainly focused on targeting someone who already work and struggling in their workplace. However, I think that it is also suitable for young adults such as university students as it is mostly talk about self-improvement and can enhance self-knowledge. The author can alter the word choice so it can be more general and pick the word that is more common rather than complicated words. So now, I would like to tell you about 3 practical advices for you guys related to the book. After reading this book, I encourage you to give to others because you will get in return of what you have done. When you give positive influence to other people, such as giving them more knowledge and helping each other, people will see you as someone who are more ethical and act with greater integrity, especially in workplace. They can help you when you needed something because you already do a good thing. This does not mean that you have to do good things purposely to get in return immediately. You have to do it sincerely. Next, I think that you guys should learn that you do not have to sacrifice to be successful because being happy can help you. I advise you to be kind to one another. For example, this book provides a case study where someone named Drake and no one says hello to him in his new workplace, unlike his previous job where everyone collaborated together. He wants to change that because he knew that everyone is competing to become the number one. He decided to change that perception where they do not need to compete as he works in Bear Stearns as a managing director. He treated his junior with respect and kind. Drake built the good connections with his junior and have a strong bond among them. At the end of the day, he became a successful person because he is compassionate and stick to his own value. From this story, we can learn that your own value will bring you to success. Drake can choose to be someone who competes and be another person, but he chose to what he believes. Therefore, I hope you can stick and believe to your own value. This book also told us to share kindness for those who are in a stressful condition. I recommend you to read and learn more about self-love and know more about your worth, because you will never know what other potential that you have outside your comfort zone. This book suggests that once you think that your strength disappoints you, you still have the opportunity to explore more in other things. You can take a psychology test and see the result whether the strengths that you have suit for you, and usually that test will recommend you about your potential ability. It is useful for those who are still struggling in university, whether you are on the right track. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you find this helpful for you.